Okay, so back to Satanism question and answers. There's been quite a few questions that come up. I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone here. Somebody, a young guy about the age of 13, asked me if he was too young to be a Satanist or to be taken seriously as a Satanist. And another dude asked me what I think about young teenagers, proclaim they're a Satanist and being flamboyant, yada yada, whatever, and my take on that. So I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone here. To answer the first dude, are you too young to be a Satanist? No, I don't think so. But I'm of the belief that Satanists are born, not made. I think if you're a Satanist, you're born that way. You develop the fundamentals and ideology and philosophical principles of Satanism whenever. You probably already had them. Based on your maturity level and your personal development as an individual, as a Satanist, whatever, you eventually will come to identify yourself with Satanism, maybe at the age of 13, which is about my age when I identified myself, or maybe at the age of 33. Doesn't make you any more or less of a Satanist. There are a lot of Satanists out there that I would consider to be Satanist, but it will never identify with Satanism because it just was never interesting to them. But their philosophical principles and ideology resonate satanic themes and satanic lifestyles. Now, so yeah, there's your answer. The other dude, what I think about young people, I think you phrased it the hot topic Satanists or something like that. It's a level of maturity. It's a developmental process that people go through. Whether you're a Satanist, whether you're not a Satanist, everybody goes through their fads, their trends, and as Satanists, especially young Satanists, who are developing emotionally, they will often go through fads. They'll be exposed to media, pop culture, whatever, and they will identify themselves with what is perceived to be as satanic at the time. Whether it's Marilyn Manson, or Deicide, or Slayer, or, you can tell how old I am, because I don't know anything past that, but, yeah, Satanists will identify with, at a young age, during their developmental process, with, pop culture phenomena that resonates with them on a satanic level. It doesn't make them any more or less of a Satanist. It makes them young. Something that I think is basically, if you want to be taken seriously, don't dress like a fucking clown. Okay? If you want to be taken seriously, don't dress like a clown. So, if you're out there wearing your goth eyeliner, dressing like Marilyn Manson, wearing a big bath mitt that's like the size of Flavor Flav's fucking clock, and you walk around carrying the Satanic Bible, that's all good of Danny. That doesn't make you any less of a Satanist. It just makes you immature. And it kind of makes you look like a clown. So, a lot of these, well, actually I wouldn't say a lot, some of these people will develop into, I don't know, a different identity as a Satanist. I mean, I was guilty at the same time. When I was 13, 14, 15, yeah, I wore a big bath mitt, I wore a big Slayer shirt, I grew my hair long, I carried around a Satanic Bible. It was part of a maturity phase, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make me any less or more of a Satanist. One thing interesting is that a lot, I'd say more than a lot, I'd say 90% of the people that identify themselves as Satanists, regardless if they're 13 or 23 or 33, 90% of the people will eventually grow out of that. They will identify themselves with something else later on in life. And that's regardless of how they dress or how they act. It has to do with searching for an identity and looking for a merit badge. And if they don't find the respect or appreciation or identity they feel that they deserve or they're desiring, they will move on to something else. Personally, myself, I dropped the big bath mitt and the heavy metal, death metal shit when I was like, before I was even out of high school. But a lot of people won't. But you know, I remember my parents thought, and still think, that Satanism for me is a phase. It was a phase. You're going to grow out of it. It's just one of those heavy metal things. You're going to grow out of it. Well, here I am, what, 22 years later. So I guess it's not a phase. But long story short is, yeah, if you want to be taken seriously, don't dress like a fucking clown. You know, you're not too young to be involved in Satanists. Satanists are born, or to be involved in Satanism. Satanists are born, not made. You either have what it takes or you don't. You either share the same philosophies and ideological principles, or you don't. And you'll either jump on the next fad, or you won't. I mean, it's kind of how it goes. So yeah, I would predict that 90% of the people who identify themselves as Satanist within 10 years will no longer identify themselves as Satanists. It is what it is. That's my opinion. Peace out.